That it's
All right, we're live.
okay, so we're going to be doing a show for August 10th on connectmeradio.com, and this is the introduction for the show. It's a bit of a preview.
All right.
Hi everyone, we're the Wine Ladies.
I'm Georgia.
And I'm Suzanne, and welcome to the Wine Ladies, taking life one sip at a time right here on the Food and Spirits channel of connectmeradio.com.
Thanks everybody for joining us. We hope you're having a fabulous summer so far.
It is.
Wow, we have a great lineup of guests for you here today. Our topic is South America Sizzles.
Woo!
I
It's
mean,
hot.
honestly, like they have got, like with red hot wines, they've got incredible gastronomy. And we're also going to be exploring what one of our favorite journalists calls the hippest sip of the moment. And that is Pisco.
And if you don't know what Pisco is, I don't think you're very hip. That's what I have to say about
That's
that.
very nice.
Well, you know I'm kidding, Georgia. The Pisco, what this is, it is a white spirit. It's an unaged brandy, and they have been making this spirit in Peru for over 400 years.
Yep.
But first, before we talk about that, we are going to explore the long and narrow country of Chile that clings to the continent's western edge.
Yeah.
And we are going to be getting a call from Colchagua Valley in Chile.
Yep.
We'll be welcoming the head winemaker, Santiago Margozzini of MontGras. This is a stunning, award-winning winery that we actually had the great pleasure of visiting several years back.
We sure did. And then next up, well, you know, Chile is squeezed in between the Pacific Ocean and the mighty Andes Mountains, which, by the way, serves our next featured country extremely well, serving the vineyards, I should say, extremely well, which is Argentina. So we're going to be welcoming the winemaker, Ernesto Bajda from Catena, Zapata. And this winery, over 4 generations, has probably done more for advancing the quality and the profile of the wines of Argentina probably than any other winery out there. I'm sure a lot of you guys know Catena Zapata, a great, great story.
And in contrast to Catena Zapata, but we're going to stay in Mendoza, we'll be welcoming a regular guest back to the show, and that's Dr. Gary Glassman.
Love Dr. G.
He is Dr. G, and he is an endodontic specialist. Say that 3 times if you can, Suzanne. And he's a proud owner of a small winery that he started with 3 of his buddies. And we'll get an update from Dr. G of how his harvest was, and also some wine and health tips for a brighter smile. And we can always use a brighter smile.
Absolutely. Love that guy, Dr. G. Okay, and then finally, so we're going to have done Chile, we're going to have done Argentina. We're going to finally move over to the extraordinary country of Peru. Mystical, exciting, exploding, honestly, on the scene when it comes to gastronomy. And like I said, we're going to be talking about their hippest drink of the moment, a la Bepi, from the Globe and Mail. And joining us is going to be Melanie Asher. She's the founder and the producer of this handcrafted Pisco. Her company is called Macchu Pisco, and she's got a great story, and I do believe that somewhere in her story Donald Trump has played a role, so that guy gets around.
I was going to say that. He plays a role everywhere.
That's right.
So, but to close off the show, we, as you all know out there, we just had the Pan Am Games here in Toronto, and they were a huge, huge success. In fact, Canada won over 271 medals, so that's pretty good showing.
Way to go to our athletes.
So the next Pan Am Games are in Lima, Peru. So we're going to find out what Lima is all about as we welcome Antonio Ramos of OCEX Toronto, the trade office of Peru. He's going to give us his update as to what to expect in Lima in 2019.
And we know quite well what Lima has there because we've been there. And
Absolutely.
that city rocks.
But before we get into the show, our wine picks.
Okay, so you went first last time, so I'm going to go first this time.
Okay.
Are you okay with that, sis?
Yep, no worries.
All right, okay. So first of all, Suzanne, you know I am a Chardonnay kind of gal, right? Like, I will never be a member of the ABC Club, the Anything But Chardonnay Club.
Heavens,
Forget
no.
about it, especially since I tasted this last Chardonnay that I just, like I said, I was just introduced to by a friend, actually not too long ago. And this Chardonnay is from the county. It's from Prince Edward County. It was the 2013 Norman Hardy County Chardonnay, unfiltered, a knockout. I got to tell you, what can I say? It's not inexpensive. but it is worth every single dollar of the $39 that it sells for in our market. The Chardonnay comes from 5 different sites, all of which are very close to the winery. And they did that with the idea being like to create this blend where it would sort of give the complexity of the various terroirs and give you a really, really wonderful wine, which in fact it really does. And it kind of reminded me actually a little bit of of a great Burgundy. Let's see what. Okay, now I'm remembering. So it was very alluring on the nose. I remember that very well. It had like that toasty brioche sort of aroma, which I love, and then it had like a zesty sort of citrusy aroma to it. So yeah, awesome. Like I said, $39 from Prince Edward County, Norman Hardy unfiltered Chardonnay. Go and buy yourself a bottle. And I swear you'll enjoy it. It's amazing.
We'll open it up after the show. All right.
It's all for me.
All righty then.
What did you pick, Sis?
Well, I didn't pick a Chardonnay. I know you love Chardonnay, but I always seem to gravitate back to my favorite. You know what that is?
I do.
Sauvignon Blanc. And of course, I always love the New Zealand ones. So I have picked the Villa Maria Sauvignon Blanc for my wine pick today. And it is citrusy, it's fresh, and it's delightful. And this is New Zealand's most awarded wineries.
I know.
So it is a fantastic winery. It's family owned and it's known to be a leader in sustainability and great quality. And it's only, get this, $16.95 a bottle in our marketplace.
Wow.
Great wine pick.
So you don't have to be as rich as me.
No, I can have 2 bottles to your one bottle.
That sounds great. Awesome, awesome choice.
So now, on with the show.
And our first country we're going to visit is Chile.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.
Save it.